Immigrants aren't drug mules. They're mothers, fathers, and children. This is the problem with today's Republican Party. They keep saying they want to change after getting whipped in the last election last year. Instead, what they really offer are more Steve Kings and more Ted Cruzes and more ugly talk. And it's time for it to stop. Joining me now is Margie Omero. Thanks for being here, Margie.
Thank you, Reverend.
You know, GOP leaders denounce Steve King's comments, but isn't the real problem, Margie, that the party's policies are just as intolerant as his rhetoric is?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Steve King is worried about drug mules. He should be worried about the horse manure in his talking points. I mean, this kind of thing is something we've seen over and over again, not from just Steve King, from members of Congress, senators around the country for years. And they keep trying to have these autopsies and try to recalibrate and reset their appeal to minorities and women. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes to policies, they're not there. And when it comes to what they want to actually, you know, this stuff just seeps out because clearly they have a hard time connecting. And that's why they continue to lose ground with minorities, with women, with younger voters. It's going to be a problem in midterm elections as well as the presidential election.
Now, you know, we heard the autopsy, as you say, the Republican Party wanted to have or had and reach out. But even Reince Priebus, the head of the Republican Party, actually said that he doesn't really like the word intolerance. Listen to this.
I don't know if I've used the word tolerance. I'm sort of, I don't really care for that word myself. I don't have a problem with it. I just think it has another meaning and politically that can go the other direction. It's not what you say, I think. It's sometimes like our moms used to tell us, it's how you say it. And so I think that's really the issue. And quite frankly, I think some of that has been overblown.
I don't care for tolerance. He doesn't like the word. I mean, isn't Priebus the guy who said he wanted to reach out to minorities?
Yeah, I don't know what the other definition of tolerance is. What's that bad definition of tolerance that people don't like? I mean, here's the thing that's the disconnect between the Republican leadership and Republican voters. First of all, Washington Post poll showed a majority of Republicans feel that their party leadership is taking them in the wrong direction. The other thing I'd note is that even a majority of Republicans support a pathway to citizenship and immigration reform. Even Republicans in Steve King's own district, a Republican poll released yesterday or today said a majority of Republicans in his district disagree with him. So you have this leadership that continues to believe that if they move farther to the right, somehow that's going to help with their base, but that's actually not true. So it hurts them with with minorities and women and independent-leaning soft Ds and so on, soft Democrats, and it also hurts them with their own party, which is growing increasingly discouraged by them.
Margie Omero, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you.
Coming up, we are already seeing the radical response to the Supreme Court's voting rights decision. Reply Al is next.